Hi, this is Deb from Deb's Days Designs, and I'm back today with another Halloween project. Today we're making two similar projects. We'll be making an easy witch hat bunting from fabric and batting, and then we'll be adding some additional fabric and make a witch hat bunting with a hat band across it. We're using pinking shears for both projects, so you'll find they're a super simple way to decorate your home for Halloween or hang up as a reusable decoration for those trick-or-treaters. Before I get started, I publish new content frequently, so be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. And check out the blog at debsdays.com where you'll find plenty more sewing and crafting projects. And if you're looking for a printable version of this project with step-by-step written instructions, color photos, and the printable hat templates, you can find it in my Etsy shop, Deb's Days Designs. I've added links in the description below this video. Alright, let's get this project started. Along with your regular sewing supplies for this project, you'll need fabric for the hats, and if you're making the version with a hat band, you'll need some fabric for that, fabric for the hanging ribbon, cotton batting, pinking shears, and the printable hat templates. First, place a piece of hat fabric with the right side of the fabric facing down. On top, place a layer of batting and align it with the shorter end of the fabric. Fold the other half of the fabric over on top of the batting with the right side of the fabric facing up. Cut out the paper templates. If you print multiple templates, the process will go faster. And pin a template on top of the fabric with the base of the hat facing the long edge of the fabric. Flip the next template upside down and place the base so it's facing along the other long edge of the fabric and pin it in place. Flip the template again for the third hat. Flip it one last time to get 4 hats from one fabric piece. And rough cut around the templates. Stitch each hat by sewing around the outside of the template very close to the edge of the paper. Make sure your needle's in the down position when you're pivoting. Follow the same steps to cut out and sew hats from the other 2 pieces of fabric and batting. Use pinking shears or a pinking blade to trim 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch outside the stitching lines. Do the same for all your hats. Now to make a hanging ribbon, cut the fabric into 3-inch strips and sew them together to make one long strip. Fold both short ends of the strip under 1/2 inch and press it. Fold the strip in half lengthwise with the wrong sides of the fabric facing each other. Press it to make a crease and open it back up. Fold one side to the midpoint crease and press it. Fold the other side to the midpoint crease and press it. Fold the entire piece over and press it. Top stitch about 1/8 of an inch from the edges all the way across and around the hanging ribbon. Place the hats along the hanging strip, spacing and arranging them as desired. Then secure them to the ribbon by stitching the points of the hats right on top. Now, if you'd like to make the version of the hat with the band, you'll cut each hat fabric into a 3-inch and a 6-inch strip, and then cut the black fabric into 1.5-inch strips. Place a strip of hat fabric and a strip of black fabric together with the right sides of the fabric facing each other, and stitch along the long edge using a 1/4 inch seam allowance. With the right sides facing, you'll use a 1/4 inch seam allowance to stitch the other piece of hat fabric onto the other long edge of the band fabric. And then press your seams toward the hat band fabric. With the larger 6-inch wide piece of hat fabric at the top, place one of the sewn fabric pieces with the right side of the fabric facing down. On top, place the layer of batting. Fold the other half of the fabric over on top of the batting with the right side of the fabric facing up. Match up the seams on the front and back pieces of fabric and pin across the seam. Cut out the templates and arrange the templates on the fabric at least 1 inch from the fabric's edge and from each other, making sure the hat band falls across the strip. Pin them in place and rough cut around the templates. Then follow the same steps as before, stitching each hat by sewing around the outside of the template very close to the edge of the paper. Then follow the same steps to cut out and sew hats from the rest of your fabric and batting. Again, use your pinking shears to trim outside the stitching line and make the hanging ribbon and stitch the hats in place. And just like that, just that fast, you have 2 separate witch hat buntings to use to decorate for Halloween. If you'd like to see more projects like this one, check out some of my other sewing and crafting tutorials and patterns. You can find them on my YouTube channel, at the blog at debsdays.com, or in my Etsy shop, Deb's Days Designs. See you next time with another project.